My name is Bridger Frederick, and don't worry that you can't read this very well. That's not going to be important, but this video is going to be important. I went through this exercise myself this morning, and it completely reshaped my perspective, changed the entire strategy about how I'm going to go after the next 5 years, and I really, really believe that you are going to derive great value from this and enjoy this video from start to finish. So let's get started. So why I'm doing this is because I started getting really granular, about what I wanted, like what I wanted to own, where I wanted to be, who I wanted to provide for, what I wanted to have from a materialistic perspective. All of this is gonna maybe sound cold and kind of harsh as I go through it and materialistic, but all of the soft, warm, fuzzy stuff is wrapped up and entangled inside these numbers and inside this strategy for me. So what I went through and did is I started thinking about, on a month-to-month basis, what I would need to make to have the things I wanted. So I decided I wanted a $1.5 million house, and assuming that I'm going to pay 5.2% interest over the course of a 30-year mortgage, and put 20% down on that, so 300 grand down, then I'm going to be paying about $10,718 per month. Don't worry that you can't read that. It's not important. I wish I had a better filming situation, but I promise you, you're not going to care. This is just some reference point for me and for the second part of this equation. Second home. I want a second home. I really want either a beach house or a place that I can go ski in the wintertime. I want to live warm and cold, and so I want a second home. Let's say it's half the price of my original home, same interest rate, 20% down. I'm paying $4,109 a month for my second home. And then what do I want to drive? I want to drive a GMC Denali, GMC Denali edition, and I want to adapt it so that it's easy to get the wheelchair in and out of. A T10 paraplegic, if someone watching this did not know that. And so I'm just going to say it's a $100,000 car, fully loaded, plus the adaptation. So I figured $130,000 at, I think, 4.5 interest would be $2,504 a month. My dream car, under the same conditions, paying 10% down, is a G-Wagon. Let's say that's $4,027 per month. And then my commute around car and environmentally friendly car would be a Genesis QV80, and let's just say that's right around $1,400 a month, $1,452. And then we got to insure those bad boys. What do we have? $1,000 a month for insurance. And these numbers don't have to be accurate, but I highly recommend, I just used a mortgage calculator and an auto loan calculator, just Googled that and went through and got these numbers based on, and overestimated all of them. So, I want to over plan rather than under plan. It always works better that way. And then what else is really important to me? Parents' house. I'd love to buy my parents $1 million house. That would cost me this is gonna look bad, but I put the boat first. I want a boat, but I'll take my parents out on the boat. They'll forgive me. $3,200 a month for the boat. I think I did like $140,000 boat or something like that. Parents, something to go on the ocean. Parents' house, $1 million. That's going to cost me $7,146 per month. I hope you can kind of see where I'm going for this, but let's go down real quick. Here, you need to get really granular when you do this. I want to have $10,000 a month set aside for investment accounts for my parents. I want to put $10,000 a month into investment accounts for them, so that if I go bankrupt, all my businesses go broke, they have all this investment money as backup to pay that big old mortgage. And then during this time, I want to give them $10,000 a month for a lifestyle, whatever they want to do. They supported me, brought me up through the 18 years and beyond. And so I want to give back. It's super important to me and will fulfill me and give me great happiness to give my parents the lifestyle I know that they deserve. And then I also want to be the breadwinner for my house and give my girlfriend the lifestyle that she deserves, because she's an angel and she's seen me through these absolute gnarly couple years as being a newly injured spinal cord injured person. So let's say I want her to be able to spend $1,000 a day year round. If that's what her little heart chooses, then I would have to make $30,416 more dollars per month to do that. Shopping and food, I'm just including like clothes for me, like my clothes budget, shopping for all the little knickknacks and things like, you know, toilet paper, everything like that. And then I like buying the best, most awesome organic food there is. So I'm gonna budget myself $5,000 per month for shopping and food. And then grandparents, family, and friends. There's no point in being rich or making a lot of money if you can't give to the people who matter most to you, excuse me, and have them enjoying the wealth and the fun. So I would like to spend, at least be able to spend about $15,000 per month on my family, friends, my grandparents, everyone. Vacations, one of the most important things in the world to me. Love traveling, want to go on vacations. And when I figure this number, I'm thinking like 2 1-week family vacations, bringing the whole family along, going someplace, you know, super easy and vanilla resort, and just spending quality time with the family. And I'm also factoring in like ski trips, like weekend things with friends and the girlfriend. I'm just thinking all travel, I would like to be able to spend about $100,000 a year traveling. And then this is not, that's per year, so I'll cross that out, and that is $100,000 per year is $8,333 per month. Health insurance, me and my girlfriend want the best health insurance ever, $1,400 per month. Alternative health, so this is huge. I'm in a wheelchair and I want to walk again. So I want PT, I want stem cell treatments, I want all sorts of crazy in-house therapies, I want red light sauna. And so I don't know exactly what I added up here, but I think I did like stem cell treatment 1 year, all my PT, and then like out of country, like a really expensive, you know, mesenchymal stem cell treatment. And then I just kind of figured like every year I'd be investing in that kind of thing. And I came up with, I would like to spend $6,250 per month, making myself walk again, healthy and happy. And Christopher Reeves was spending $250,000 a year trying to heal his body. And so, you know, I'm not as messed up as he was. He was C0, so I figured I could get away with $6,250. And then I want to get one epic 2-hour massage every week for $225 per week, which is $900 per month. In-home massage, awesome. Adaptive equipment. So I just figured a new custom wheelchair, a beach wheelchair, and a bicycle. I already have a bike, but I just picked 3. You know, there's so many pieces of adaptive equipment and they're all expensive. So I just picked 3, divided it out over the year, and I would be spending $2,583 $2,583 per month on adaptive equipment, averaged out over the year. Then, because I am very, I don't know what you would call it, I was going to say frugal, but that is definitely not the right word for the budget that I'm laying out here. But because I'm thinking ahead, I have home care, maintenance, unforeseen, auto care, all of that stuff, all the random unseen stuff, and I'm going to budget in $20,000 every single month for unforeseen expenses. So you add all that up, what do you get? Net total, net per month would have to be $144,038 per month to support this lifestyle. This is like, you know, a pretty excessive rich person lifestyle. but not insane. Like not having a private jet, not having a yacht. And if you're out there imagining that you're gonna own a yacht or a private jet and you're manifesting in your mind, you know, this isn't even close to that. I mean, and this is a $1.5 million house. You know, it's not a 16,000 square foot house in the nicest neighborhood just here in Dr. Phillips. That's like $8, $9, $10 million. So this is modest, very well-off lifestyle. And so let's go, but this, like, so you think, okay, $144,000 a month, that's no problem, we can do that. That's not what you actually need to earn, because I would like to give 10% of my gross, so not this, 10% of my gross income, I would like to give to myself in wealth accounts. I would like to every, you know, my net or my gross income per month, every single month is going to be 10% of it is going to be immediately taken out and invested into long-term wealth accounts like IRAs, and then other more risky stuff, you know, stocks and everything like that. And then obviously, you know, 1 to 5% of that, depending on the market cycle, will be going towards cryptocurrency and more risky investments like that. And then I also want to do 10% every single month straight into real estate. And you'll see why this is super, super important. And this is only the first part of the whole equation. I'm sorry that you can't read it. I have a crap marker, and this is the best I could do filming my phone, but you should be able to do this yourself. And when I get to the next part, it will really pull itself together. And then I want to give 10% of my gross to nonprofit to help people like me, like I was, do whatever. Adaptive PT. I want to help people with spinal cord injuries resurrect themselves and get back into health, wealth, and abundance and all that stuff. So there goes 30% of my gross. And then let's say I'm just have not optimized whatsoever for my taxes, and I take 30% right off the top for taxes. So right there, 30% off the top for taxes, 60%. So this is 40% of what I need to earn each month gross. And so let's just go like this, make this easy. We'll leave that right there. So I need to earn 60% more, or let's just do the math. So 144,000, right? 144,000. So I want to figure out X, what I need to learn. And it's, you know, I can do 0.6, which is 60%, times X equals this number here, 144,038, divide by 0.6, divide by 0.6, and what do we get? We get a gross monthly income. Let's erase this now. We get a gross monthly income. All the money that I'm bringing in per month needs to be $240,063.33 to support that lifestyle, and give 10% of this number to charity, give 10% to long-term wealth accounts, and 10% invested into real estate. And why is this so important? Why is this so critical? Because now I have a goal. Now I have, like, I would have just been plowing away otherwise, you know, thinking, oh man, 20,000 a month would be great, dreaming of all these cool things I could have, but it wouldn't have got me any of those things, any of the real dreams I have. Buying my parents their dream home, retiring my parents, traveling around the world on family vacations with my family and my friends and the people who mean the most to me. That is the dream. And to achieve the dream, you have to understand what your dream, it doesn't have to be this outlandish, and it can be a lot more than this. A lot of people's goals are way, way above this, and they have no idea like what they're actually aiming for. And I'm not saying this is like, I'm not this is how I'm gonna get happy. Like I need all this stuff to be happy. Like it's not even close to that. I am the happiest person that I personally know right now already. Like this is just what I would like to do with my life. I really enjoy it. And so now I start thinking, this is where the power comes in. I start thinking, how do I get to $240,000 per month? I want to do real estate. I want to be a real estate agent and I want to be a real estate investor. So let's say I'm making 0.03, or not 0.03, I'm making 3% commission selling real estate. So in order to make this happen, I would have to sell, or let's figure it out. So it's 3% commission. X is what I want. Sorry, I just spaced for a second. And 240,000, 63, 33. 240,000, 63, 33. One more zero in there. X equals 8 million. Sorry, that's why I needed to flip the page. What an idiot. 8,211.11. So if I was making 3% commission, I would have to sell $8 million worth of real estate per month. So I'd have to do one $8 million house. I would have to do 8 $1 million houses, 16 $500,000 houses, or 32 $250,000 houses. Now I know what I actually have to do and I can build the machine accordingly. Like I could have wasted years of time slogging away, working my butt off trying to get deals and doing whatever I needed to do, but to earn money and to satisfy the immediate needs and wants and material things, but I would be like, the scope of what I was doing would be completely messed up. It would just be wrong. Like I need to have a number or a goal in mind to be able to create the architecture to make this a reality. And like, to be honest, saying I'd have to sell one $8 million house a month is a very lofty, it's like the 1% of the 1% real estate agent, but it's a reasonable goal. Or like, if I'm trying to sell 32 $250,000 houses a month, I'm sitting here calling every single person on the MLS, just cold calling, asking, I would realize very quickly, like, I'm never gonna do this. I have to get a team. I have to hire people. Like, I would start thinking of new, innovative, and creative ways, because I'm like, okay, if it takes 100,000 impressions or calls to sell 32 houses a month, how do I make 100,000 calls a month? And it immediately goes to a team, to systematizing some aspect of the process, but now you can start working towards it. You've got to know your numbers. Like, if you don't know your numbers, you're just dead in the water. You're screwed. It's knowing your numbers is the first step, and your dreams and your goals and your aspirations are all tied up in here. Like, it's not a cold approach to want what you want. Like, you get one single life. Like, this is the only one you're ever going to get, and depending on what you believe, but in my opinion, this is the most beautiful, infinitesimally, whatever that word is, you know what it is. It's the most unlikely chance ever that we get to be alive and enjoying this and doing this, and we get one shot at it. And so I personally am going to get what I want out of it. And I would love to bring wealth and abundance to my family and my friends, and have nice things and travel to places that I enjoy. Those are the things I want, and I intend on getting them. And this allows me to start building that. So I don't want to work forever though. So this is where it gets really critical. I don't want to work forever. I don't want to have to grind my nose away to sell that $8 million house every single month, or whatever I decide to do. And this is applicable to everything. It's not just to real estate. There's no job or career or thing like this doesn't apply to. Like, it might involve a shift to a new thing, to a new sector, but you do this and you realize there's no way inside what I'm doing I will ever, no matter what, achieve my dreams. So you better shift now. Like this now you realize now is the time. Like you're never gonna make it. So here's where it gets interesting. Here's where it gets cool. So I need to make $240,000 gross per month. I don't want to just grind my face off selling houses forever. So I need to invest in something, investing in real estate. And this is what I would have to do to achieve this goal. Let's say I am investing in apartment, like multifamily housing, apartment buildings, and my goal is to have each one of my apartments that I'm renting out cash flow me $250 after all expenses. Everyone's paid, everything's done, money is put into an account to for unforeseen maintenance costs and whatever, Cash X I think it's called. I'm not a real estate investor. I fully intend on being, but this is just a rudimentary idea of how you would get your long-term goal in your scope so you can start figuring out how to load the gun and learn how to pull the trigger, because this is important. It's so important. So if I need to make $240,000 a month and each unit is and my goal is to have each one of those units cash flowing me $250, I need 960 units. So I need mini rental units. But this sounds like a lot, but realistically, like if I start with a fourplex and then I get some equity in it, I'm a good landlord, I do really well, and I graduate up to an 8 and do the same thing, do really well, get some equity, meet some people in the space and get some outside money, boom, I graduate straight, screw 16, I go up to a 32 unit. And then I'm rock and rolling. I really understand it now. And I personally, like at this point, I would be very much considering partnering with, or even becoming, if I'm earning this kind of money and not spending it all on that lifestyle, I would probably be more responsible than that. That is just a rudimentary outline of like how I would get there. So let's say I'm making some good investments and I want to actually go in on a big 100-unit property. Now, that wouldn't be that crazy at all if I am thinking about all the money I've saved, all of the equity I've built up, the bank of decent investments, and all of the amazing relations. This is the key. This is the key to getting to a point like this. All of the amazing relationships I've built with people who have learned to trust me, who have learned that I have the right principles, the right values, and that they eat first. If they invest in me, they're gonna eat first. And that's how you gain long-term people who are trying to help you achieve what you achieve and trust you to deliver whatever you're promising on. So let's say I do a 100-unit and then immediately I graduate the next time, I buy 250 units. And this is like, I know this is like graduating quite large in between them, but like this isn't gonna go this linear. There could be, another 10 unit in here that comes up, another 4, another 5, but I'm just talking, macro, because now I know what I need. I need 960 units to cash flow this lifestyle without working at all. So I want to get to a point where I don't have to work. I want passive income that can support me the way that I want. And so use your imagination. That's the whole point of this. I graduate up and up and up and up, and then all of a sudden, I got 250, 350, almost, whatever that is, 375 units or 85 units or something like that. I got 385 units, and then boom, what do you know? Some crazy motorhome park comes along, or not motorhome park, mobile home park comes along, and I end up buying a group of different mobile home parks over a state and I get 600 more units, and boom, look at that. I've achieved the 960 units just by developing trust, working hard, doing whatever. The point is not that what I did in this thing. The point is, it's just an exercise. It's just an idea. Now you know what you have to do, what it's going to take, the possibilities of, I don't know what I was going to say there, but you're smart. You understand why this exercise is so important. There is no way to just like magically pick some random number out of the air and know that that is going to be enough to pay for all of your dreams and all of your aspirations. And you deserve whatever it is you want. Like I said, one life, one chance to do this. Like this is the only one. And I know we all fantasize and we listen to music and we think about and like see these lifestyles. We fantasize about having these lifestyles, but never really, at least I never really put the time to think like, what would it actually be like to get there? And just by putting the numbers down and thinking about it, it just gets the brain turning. It gets the wheels and the cogs moving in that direction, and you can start thinking about what you would actually have to do. Like, I don't know how this would actually go down, but I know that I'm not going to be, trying to buy duplexes over and over and over again, or maybe I am, but I'm going to have to systematize it. If I'm just running towards the goal of more, of money, of retirement and being able to have passive income, like if I'm just blindly headed a direction and roughly know that buying rental properties is a way to get there, like, yeah, I will probably get to a point where I'm like, I should systematize this and make it more efficient. But at this point, like if I say I wanted to accomplish this in 5 years, I'm just going to do it completely differently than if I just start blindly moving forward towards, a vague version of what I want. So I don't know. I hope you found this helpful. It was really, really enlightening for me. I'm going to continue getting granular and modifying my own personal version of this and making it better and better, and just making it an exercise in reality and what I want to happen and making things come true. I hope so much that someone out there enjoyed this and really takes full responsibility for what you want in life and going out and getting it, because no one else is going to do it for you, and you could very well be the one in your family, in your group, whatever it is, who makes it happen. And there's no reason to think just because you don't see people immediately around you succeeding or fulfilling their dreams, there is absolutely no reason. That's no evidence against you. There's plenty of people out here making incomes just like this. And it doesn't, like this, I just am talking about real estate because that's what I'm really passionate about. I love it so much. I want to learn every single thing about it. I want to sell real estate and connect people to great homes. I want to buy real estate and have income producing properties and be an amazing steward of the building itself and all of the tenants, and then get repaid for my loyalty and care in monetary long-term value and gain that I can redistribute to my family and friends and invest in myself to become better and stronger and heal. It's just really important to me. And one, major factor in all of that happening is the money. It's a huge part of the equation. And on top of that, I love the process of thinking about it. I love the idea of making money. I love trying to make money. It's the ultimate scoreboard. It's the game. And I'm sick of losing it. Like, I'm ready to win the game, full stop, forever, with long-term thinking and systematizing of the process to get there. You deserve this as much as I do. I know that for a fact. Every single person out there deserves their own number. I don't know if this is what you want. Like, this is not modest. whatsoever. But it's also not maxed out completely whatsoever. Anywhere on the spectrum that you fall, just write down the things you want, who you want to provide for. If you have kids, I mean, this would be crazy not to do this, because like, you got to think like 5, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, if those kids want to become medical doctors and go to Harvard, or they want to be on the US ski team, like, that's going to cost $20, $30, $40,000 per winter, traveling around and qualifying at all the races and everything. And if you don't budget for that, I mean, how are they going to do it? Like, it's probably not going to happen. But if you plan, your mind will deliver. Like, God gives you dreams because you're supposed to realize them. Universe wouldn't. I don't even begin to pretend to know what is happening on a religious perspective. I wear this cross because it was a gift from my deceased grandmother to my father, and would like to say that I'm deeply spiritual or religious, but I really don't know much about most religions. I know the basis of Christianity. I know quite a bit about Buddhism. I know a little bit about Islam, but and Hindu. I know some basic rudimentary beliefs of Hinduism, but what I do know is that these dreams wouldn't be inside your head. You wouldn't want what you want if it wasn't possible for you. Whatever it is you want is possible. Otherwise, you wouldn't want it. That's just how the universe works. That's what I believe. And, I hope that through exercises like this and through whoever it is that you're following on social media, YouTube, whatever, I hope that you do or begin to believe that as well. So thanks for sitting around and hearing my spiel. Sorry that my whiteboard sucks and my lighting sucks and my sound kind of sucks. I'm going to get so much better at the production value and the production quality. This is just the very beginning, and this is important. So even if it wasn't the best quality, I wanted to get it out there. Thank you so much for being here, and I personally can't wait till next time. Bye-bye.